Have you ever stood inches away from her, feeling the air between you change, but frozen, terrified that one wrong move could ruin everything? You noticed her eyes linger, her voice soften, her laughter stretch a little too long, yet doubt creeps in like a shadow whispering, maybe she's just being nice. That moment, that quiet war between fear and desire, has broken more men than rejection ever could. Because she's giving you signals, but society has trained you to ignore them, to second-guess your instincts, and that hesitation is exactly what most men regret for the rest of their lives. Let's be honest, women rarely say, "I want you to make a move," not because they don't want it, but because they want to feel that you understand them without words. Female psychology isn't built around directness, it's built around emotion, comfort, and subtle communication. Her body speaks before her lips ever do, but most men don't listen, not because they're blind, but because they were never taught how to see. A woman who wants you to make a move won't declare it. She'll invite it. Her eyes will betray her. They'll dart from your lips to your eyes and back, searching for your courage. Her touch will accidentally linger on your arm. Her laughter will rise a pitch higher when you speak, and her body will orient toward you even when the room pulls her elsewhere. Every signal is her way of whispering, "It's safe. I want you to lead." But here's the truth that hurts. Women crave emotional safety more than physical attraction. She won't open that door unless she feels your energy is grounded, not desperate, not unsure, not performative. She's reading you like an emotional lie detector, picking up on every flicker of hesitation, every crack in your confidence. Because to her, your composure tells her if she can trust the moment. And that's why some men miss the moment completely, because they were waiting for a green light that doesn't exist. They didn't realize the silence was the invitation. The tension was the permission. When a woman wants you to make a move, it's not about what she says, it's about what she allows you to feel. The pause, the closeness, the spark that makes time feel suspended. That's not coincidence. That's chemistry asking for leadership. Here's the part no one ever told you. When a woman wants you to make a move, she's not just testing your attraction, she's testing your emotional strength. She's observing how you handle the tension between you, how you carry the weight of possibility without collapsing into insecurity. Every glance, every pause, every shared silence is a conversation you can't hear, but she can feel. Because for her, desire isn't about words, it's about trust. You see, attraction to a woman isn't built in your looks, your money, or the size of your muscles. It's built in your ability to make her feel safe inside excitement. That's the paradox. She wants to feel butterflies without fearing she'll regret it. When you lean in with calm confidence, when your eyes hold hers without neediness, when your presence feels certain, she senses something ancient. She senses a man who won't use her emotion as leverage. And that's when her guard falls. But most men fail right there. They either rush in with raw lust and ruin the moment, or they freeze and overthink until the magic dies. You have to understand, her attraction doesn't live in extremes, it lives in energy balance. Too passive, and she loses respect. Too aggressive, and she loses safety. What she truly wants is a man who knows how to lead with patience. One who recognizes the moment, but doesn't need to force it. There's a reason she plays with her hair when she talks to you. There's a reason she mirrors your posture or stands close enough that your arms almost touch. She's giving you breadcrumbs of permission, each one testing your ability to notice, to stay composed, to lead her deeper into emotional comfort. She's saying without words, "Show me you can handle me without rushing me." Think about the times you hesitated, when she looked at you a second too long, when her laughter lingered, when she stayed after everyone else had left. You felt the pull, didn't you? That electric pulse that made your heart pound but your voice go silent. That wasn't confusion, that was her signaling desire and you not yet knowing how to decode it. So the next time you find yourself in that charged silence, don't overthink. Don't retreat into logic, just breathe. Look at her, not as a puzzle to solve, but as an energy to understand. If her body language softens, if her voice slows, if she holds your gaze with that quiet curiosity, she's already said yes without words. The move isn't about touching her, it's about recognizing the emotional permission she's giving you before you ever do. Here's the truth that most men never hear. When a woman wants you to make a move, she's not chasing the move itself. She's chasing what the move represents. To her, that moment is proof. Proof that you see her, that you feel her, that you can read what she's too afraid to say out loud. Because deep down, every woman wants to be desired, but by a man who's emotional. You think she wants you to ask for permission with words, but what she really wants is for you to understand her signals without needing to ask. That's not arrogance, that's emotional literacy, that's awareness. The way you move closer when the tension rises, the way your voice deepens when she softens hers, the way you break eye contact not out of fear, but to give her space to breathe. These are micro moments that tell her everything she needs to know about the kind of man you are. But here's the cruel twist of modern dating. Men have been told that making a move is predatory, that confidence is dangerous, that leadership is outdated, so they suppress their instinct, overanalyze every cue, and in doing so, they drain the life out of attraction. Women end up craving polarity, that unspoken dance of masculine direction and feminine response. But most men have forgotten how to lead without taking. They've lost the art of emotional presence. When a woman feels that energy, that quiet certainty, something inside her melts. It's not about domination, it's about direction. When you take the lead not by force but through awareness, she relaxes. She feels seen, not hunted, safe, not trapped, desired, not objectified. That's the emotional sweet spot where chemistry becomes connection. But when you hesitate, she feels it instantly. She senses the gap between your desire and your courage, and that gap breeds doubt. Not because she's rejecting you, but because she's losing faith in your ability to hold the moment. You might think she's testing you, but she's actually protecting herself from disappointment. She wants to feel like you're in control, not of her, but of yourself. Understand this. Attraction for a woman is emotional rhythm. It's not about speed or boldness. It's about timing. You don't rush into her world, you sync with it. When her words slow, when her laughter fades into silence, when her eyes hold yours just a beat too long, that's your cue. That's her saying, I trust you to lead. And if you miss that, you're not just missing a kiss. You're missing the moment she decided whether you were a man she could feel safe surrendering to. Here's the part that separates men who get it from men who never will. Women don't just express attraction, they engineer tension. They create it, nurture it, and stretch it to see who you are beneath the surface. When she gives you those mixed signals, that hot and cold dance that drives you insane, she's not trying to confuse you. She's testing for depth. She wants to know if your desire can coexist with patience, if your confidence holds steady even when she challenges it. Think about it. When she leans close 1 minute and pulls back the next, she's not rejecting you. She's measuring you. Every woman has been hurt before, so now her attraction process includes one silent question. Can I trust this man to handle my emotions without losing himself? That's why she'll tease, delay, or even pretend indifference. She's not playing games. She's searching for emotional proof. Most men interpret this wrong. They either chase harder, trying to win her over, or they withdraw completely, feeling manipulated. But the truth is, neither reaction earns her trust. What does is your ability to stay grounded. When you don't flinch under emotional pressure, when you keep your composure while still holding her gaze, you signal something primal, that you are not controlled by validation, and therefore you're safe. Women find strength in your restraint, not weakness, not hesitation, but mastery. Because if you can stay calm in the storm of attraction, she knows you'll stay calm when life gets real. She's not just wondering if you'll make a move, she's wondering if she'll regret it later. And that's why your energy matters more than your words. Watch her carefully. If she tests you by going quiet, give her silence back. not as punishment, but as understanding. If she pulls away, don't chase. Hold your frame. Let her come back when her emotions reset. And when she does, because she will, she'll look at you differently. She'll feel that emotional gravity, that sense that you're not another man reacting to her beauty, but a man responding to her essence. This is what most men never realize. She's not looking for the perfect move. She's looking for emotional leadership, the kind that doesn't need to be loud or forceful. When you read her signals, when you respond with quiet confidence instead of fear, you become magnetic. Because to her, you've proven you can handle her emotions, not just her body. There's a moment, quiet, fleeting, almost invisible, when a woman's body and heart align, and she decides, I want him to make a move. It's not random, it's not luck, it's a precise emotional window where trust and desire intersect, and if you can recognize it, you'll never question her intentions again. This moment begins when she feels emotionally understood, when your presence doesn't pressure her, but anchors her. You'll notice small things. Her tone will drop, her breathing slows, her laughter softens. The conversation stops being about words and becomes about connection. She'll lean in just slightly, her knees or shoulders pointing toward you, her pupils dilating, her lips parting when you speak. She might play with something, her jewelry, her glass, her hair, not out of boredom, but to discharge nervous energy because her emotions are awakening. In her mind, she's wondering if you'll notice. She's silently asking, are you emotionally attuned enough to feel what I'm feeling right now? Because if you do, she'll feel something rare, safety in her vulnerability. And that's when her defenses melt. They know when they want you to lead. They know when they've created the space for it, but they'll never say it outright, because a woman doesn't want to instruct attraction, she wants to experience it. If she has to tell you, it loses its magic. She wants the moment to happen, not be negotiated. You'll know she's ready when the silence feels warm, not awkward, when her gaze lingers and her voice softens, when the conversation slows down but neither of you wants it to end, when her physical distance closes without you having to move first. That's not coincidence. That's her opening the door emotionally, waiting to see if you're confident enough to step through. And here's what separates men who succeed from men who regret: the courage to move without seeking confirmation, not with arrogance, but awareness. You lean in just enough for her to feel your intention, and you give her a chance to meet you halfway. Because when she does, it's not you taking, it's her choosing. That's the unspoken truth of female psychology. Attraction isn't about the move itself. It's about the timing of connection. Miss it and it vanishes. Feel it and everything changes. When that moment finally arrives and when her eyes hold yours, when the air feels electric, when every part of you screams now, that's when most men either ruin it or make it unforgettable. Because the difference between a man she remembers and a man she forgets isn't what he does. It's how he feels while doing it. Your energy in that moment tells her everything. Is he grounded or nervous? Is he connected or performing? Is he making a move to prove something or to feel something real? The truth is, a woman can sense your emotional state faster than you can hide it. If you're anxious, she'll feel it as pressure. If you're hesitant, she'll feel it as doubt. But if you're calm, if your breath is steady, your touch is gentle, your eyes unshaken, she'll feel something else entirely: trust. Because what you're really communicating isn't, I want you. It's, you're safe with me. And when a woman feels safe in her desire, her attraction deepens into something magnetic. This is what makes your move powerful. It's not boldness, it's presence. You're not taking control of her. You're taking control of yourself. That's what allows her to relax into the moment without fear, without overthinking, without the need to protect herself. You become the calm inside her emotional storm. And that's what she's been searching for all along. After that, everything changes. She'll respond differently, speak differently, even look at you differently, because in her mind she's thinking, he gets it. He's not like the others who tried to rush, impress, or decode me. He simply felt me. That's the foundation of real attraction, not tricks, not games, but emotional alignment. But here's something few men realize. Your power doesn't end with the move. It continues in how you handle what follows. If you stay calm, respectful, and centered, she'll feel that same confidence resonate deeper. If you start acting entitled, boastful, or uncertain, she'll emotionally recoil. What she wants is consistency, a man who is steady before, during, and after connection. Because ultimately, she's not testing your skill. She's testing your center. The way you treat her after intimacy tells her whether it was real or just performance. The man who knows how to move with patience, presence, and purpose doesn't just attract women, he earns their loyalty. So the next time you feel that spark with her, that electric silence that feels like the world just stopped, remember this: she's already told you everything, not with words, but with energy. You just have to be calm enough to hear it, confident enough to lead it, and wise enough to respect it.